So for today's video, we are going to play a couple of games on Rage Archer. Now, this is the version or the list that I've been playing post Forgotten Hero Collection, and it's been pretty good for me. Rage Archer's kind of fallen off in terms of the meta, and I can completely understand why, because other control decks are able to outgreed it now, and it's pretty easy as a control deck to play around Rage. And the aggressive decks, like against tokens, this usually has a really favorable matchup. But against something like mid-range Sorcerer, it can struggle just because of the presence of wards. And I do think that mid-range Sorcerer is one of the better decks in the format. See, it's interesting, because we're up against Mage. If it's Token Mage, then Cradle Crush is amazing, but I think we throw it back here. So, yeah, it's one of those things that I think I like to keep around, just because if I do run into a bunch of tokens, oh, that's nice discount. If I do run into a bunch of tokens on the ladder, you can slap this on and have a pretty good win rate. The combination of Skavens, the Douche, Cradle Crush, and Rage usually means that you've got a lot of tools in your belt. Now, this is clearly some version of Control Mage, because they are not playing anything. Which, again, is potentially a problem. That we might get to see the weakness of this deck in this matchup, because, as I said, other control decks tend to try to outvalue this deck pretty hard. I think we just pass here yet again. Oh, it's Singleton Mage. Interesting. Kind of scared that they are a Singleton Mage who has also not played anything yet.
My scales moving.
Just get in here and get this done.
We must protect our stronghold.
And let's just go ahead and nuke that. Strong chance they've got plenty of other good quality supports there, but that one's very powerful, so... Wow. So we're playing against Singleton Control Mage that's already gotten not one, but two of their...
My scales moving shadow. My scales moving shadow.
Singleton cards. I think we put this over here, actually, mostly because I don't want to deal with Dawn's Wrath, though. I guess if he Dawn's Wrath on the two of those, that might kind of be a victory for us. I am attacking. I am trying to play a little bit more aggressive, just because this is very clearly a control deck.
Your blood will spill.
See, I really don't want to play my... lethal creatures until I at least have like a Gambit or something to pair with it. I think we probably just Cradle Crush here. It'll eat a Lightning Bolt potentially, or some other form of hard removal, but I think we're okay with that. And I don't think that we play anything else, because he should not be able to make me overdraw at that point. We're down to 8 cards after that play. If he cracks the rune, it's 9-10. I think that's fine. Yep, there is the bolt. That's the only bolt, so... Gets back the Master
Your
Work,
blood
though.
will spill.
And we draw the douche there. Okay.
Shall we put in a
We
dishonest
go ahead and
day's
do
work?
that. And I think we might actually play a Sanctuary Pet as well, just to maybe set up Astrid, giving us a contract next turn. Maybe not. We're not in danger of overdrawing, I don't think. Wow. That really sucks.
Your blood will spill.
If he's got a dragon, that was a really, really bad outcome for us. Oh. Equally a bad outcome. We know he has the masterwork, but
We must protect our stronghold.
that is also worth punishing, I think. And I guess we'll do that. We don't need to gain the life, but it is a threat.
Holding on
Everything
to
else
anything
that we have is
interesting?
reactive. Alright. Potentially bad
They
news
dare
for being
face the
Singleton.
Blade
Yeah.
Mistress of
Potentially bad news for being Singleton. Opponent seems to have an awful lot of really good cards over there.
They're in my sights.
Macaroon. Let's crush a cradle. And I'm okay with trading
We'll see
that there,
how
I
they
think.
like someone who fights back.
Should have just let me pick your pocket.
Really should get this going. The sooner we start drawing cards, I think the better off we are, since we already have one half of the
Did you hear that?
inscription combo. Alright, the masterwork. Is potentially problematic. Let's see what this draws us before we...
My time is
There!
precious.
There is a gambit. There is a gambit. Go ahead and do this. So he has discounts, but he only has 5 cards in hand. We have more. So again, our draws are currently outvaluing for us. We've also seen a lot of high
There's
quality
always a
removal
way,
come out of
and
our
I can
opponent.
always find it.
So we have that as a potential benefit. This is no fun though. That will undoubtedly find the invasion of Stros Makai. It's also really, really not great for us that they had the single cast into time for our Eclipse Baroness. Our opponent is just simply outdrawing us at the moment, 100%.
The forest is my cloak.
Which I must admit is a little frustrating when you're playing against a Singleton deck. It's the beauty of Mage though, right? Like Mage just has an endless amount of really good cards, so even just running like one of a bunch of things, you're probably fine. But there's no way they didn't fetch Invasion, which I would fully expect a... Wow. I say there's no way.
Kill you where you stand.
And then they
Do
turn
not
around and do
take
that.
you.
Alright. Give them a rune.
We'll see how they like someone who
Play
fights
one more
back.
threat. We haven't seen Ice Storm yet. We haven't seen Dawn's Wrath yet. We haven't seen Immolating Blast yet. Assuming that they're running the trio. There's the Ice Storm. Oh, sometimes I don't want to be right.
If I fall,
We'll play one of
peace
those.
will reclaim me.
Just because I want to punch. Punchy. Mechanical Heart. See, we made him use an execute. I'm okay with that. Let's play one
If
more.
I fall,
Because I want
peace
to
will
punchy.
reclaim me.
So we've played 2 douches, but if we eventually find our journey, we can potentially get rid of that. So it's not the end of the world.
Just give me a name.
But again, drastically had our card draw slowed down by that cast into time. That was a very quality play. So bravo to my opponent. We're almost...
Let
well,
none
we're past
defile
halfway
our temple.
in our deck. So we do have that working for us.
It's nothing personal.
Hmm.
I'll lead my family to glory.
We're still technically ahead on cards as well, which is a bit of a testament.
Let's dance.
So that makes up
I
for
will
it.
prepare something special for them.
That's also equally as
They
brutal.
will meet their makers.
We're gonna get that sweet roll back when we end up playing this. You wait and see. You just wait and see. There are lots of shifty gambit plays that I would like to make here. That's also my last gambit. We still have plenty of big threats that I think we have to worry about. Kind of surprised he didn't play Invasion, so he's either already got it in hand or he fetched the heart instead.
It's
Let's
nothing
do this and
personal.
see what happens. So the play that I'm tempted to make is actually Gambit to ping this and move this over, because then we might also be able to take that out. Not that I need a million contracts, but it does also mean that he doesn't immediately get the ward, which is the other thing that I'm very interested in. So I think that's the play. Not a fan of it, but I think it's the play. So, 21 cards left in the deck. We have not yet found
She'll take you.
Journey,
Oh, it
and we
has
have
been
not yet
written.
found any Unstoppable Rages.
I am sworn to protect you.
Alright, Skaven's moderately annoying.
Let's heat things up.
Alright, I think we do that. Hope he doesn't have removal for that, and then we can maybe punch Lydia.
She'll take you.
For Whiterun.
I really want to put that there, but Unstoppable Rage is annoying. Or, Dawn's Wrath, excuse me. I'm still thinking about the fact that I haven't found one of my rages. But we have not yet seen Dawn's Wrath from our opponent, and I would like to not walk right into
You
that.
cannot hope to outrun destiny.
Okay. Marak is also something we've not yet seen, and that is incredibly problematic, even more so with that.
I'll kill you
And
while
need to
you
gain some health, I think.
It's nothing personal.
Alright, so we've played our journey. There was also the fear that they might run like a one-of memory rate, so
She'll take you.
If I fall, the Hist will reclaim me.
see if he plays Marak again. And if so, on what? I mean, this would make a lot of sense. This would make a lot of sense. Might not play Marak. Just gonna be immolating. Oh! Does not catch a break. Our lethal creature is still present. So we we benefit pretty intensely from that. I think before we decide what to do with this, let's do this.
If I fall, they hissed. What have we here?
Let's heat things up.
Shackle, destroy the heart.
Chaos take you.
I know we have this, but if he has a Dawn's Wrath, he'll probably use it either here or here anyway. And we've got more than enough for lethal, so there's no reason to overcommit that. So I think we just hold our amazing, tasty sweet roll.
The victory is yours.
And we get the concession, alright. They were doing a great job of trying to get the value there, but we pushed that through. And we get to work on a daily. Alright. So I still think that against some of the greedier control decks, because decks have been kind of getting a bit greedier and greedier, we may not fare well with this list. I think that the Ultra Assassin list that I play is better against greedier decks, but as I was saying before, typically against more aggressive decks is where this one shines. So we're going to jump right into game number 2. That one felt like it was pretty long, but it was a control mirror. Oh, great. And now we're playing against Scout. So it might be me trying to showcase this versus aggro, and sure. And instead we're likely going to just play control mirror stuff. So alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, at least we have a rage this time. Relatively early. Probably don't need it in this game, but we're going to be doing a lot of passing. Would have been nice to get like a Protector of the Innocent. That would have been the ideal top deck. We would have liked to have put something here to
the stench
push some
of the
damage,
living.
but we're just going to go ahead and
Let's
Skaven.
heat things up.
Put the damage on his guy, gives us the potential for a value trade. Theoretically, this could be a mid-range Scout. I think mid-range Scout has a lot of viability right now. Oh, interesting.
Wrong
Maybe
place
it
for
is.
a midnight stroll.
Maybe it is a mid-range Scout. Guess we'll find out here with this 4-drop. That effectively tells me nothing. I think we just take the card draw here.
Let's heat things up.
I think we just take the card draw there. I mean, we kind of don't care if he gains a bunch of health. We're not looking to crack runes anyway.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Alright. I kind of don't want to use my Gambit as hard removal here, except that we do have the Leaf Lurker as backup. So I think it might just be a Fighters Guild recruit and then push it over here and Gambit this. Push 2 damage. It's potentially a 2 for 2, but we're still up on card advantage. That feels right. I just hate using a Gambit on a 3/3, especially since we still don't know if this is control or mid-range Scout, because everything we've seen could go entirely in both. You know, we've seen guards and drains
I will
and a
keep
curse,
Sota Syl's
right?
people
So-
alive.
Alright. Galen. Galen is a bit annoying, depending on what he fetched. Giant bat.
Wrong place. for a
probably
midnight stroll.
put it on the bat so that they can get like 1,000,000 bats. I mean, do I really want to work on getting rid of that still?
They dare face the Blade Mistress of Valenwood?
I'll kill you where you stand. Oh,
Again, we're still technically winning card advantage, though our opponent is forcing us to use some high-quality resources.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Wow, breaks the rune. This can't be a control scout then, right? Can't be.
I'll kill you where you stand.
Right?
For Valenwood!
What am I missing?
Shall we
here?
put
Sure.
in a dishonest day's work?
Develop a Brynjolf. Maybe get some of this health back. Not that I think we even need to yet. I'm really puzzled by what we're playing against. Because this feels like a control list. This feels like it could even just be like control curse scout that just hasn't drawn their curses. But they're attacking me. And they're attacking me because they have bats. Which is fine.
I can smell your fear.
We must protect our
If we do it
stronghold.
this way.
The forest is my cloak.
This is our best saturation. It gives us presence in both lanes. Lets us save our Archer's Gambit. Viper. Yeah, again, based on everything I'm seeing in this list, I would say that this is a control list, but you're
I'll
not playing
kill you
it
where
like a
you
control
stand.
list.
Dumont take you.
Don't want to crack a rune yet. Just play a bat and pass. We have 4 cards on the board, 5 in hand. Our opponent only has 4 cards in hand. So I feel like that
The
favors
forest
us.
is my cloak.
The only thing that throws me is these curses potentially mean it wasn't a control deck. They might be running like Goblin Skulk. Do I want to start giving him cards? Yeah, I think
Dumont
so.
take you.
This might be a mistake.
I'll kill you where you
I
stand.
think we'll give him 1 and develop a bat. Really want to play this here as well just to slow him down, but again, that's kind of pairing with our potentially our Gambit and also potentially with a Rage if we need to emergency clear a lane, so holding it's probably correct.
Dumont take you. Dumont take you.
They're in my sights.
The forest is my
Sure.
cloak.
Still gives us presence on the board, but with same number of cards in hand, we have more health, same rune breaking. Generally okay with everything that's going on right here.
They're in my sights.
Alright, the prophecy is going to be annoying.
If I fall, the Hist will reclaim me.
I think we just do that. I think we just do that. I'm still waiting to see more of those Galen bats or them to start the Soul Terror train any moment now. I assume this eats this. No.
The forest is my cloak.
That feels like an interesting course of action.
They're in my sights.
How do we want to use this gambit? I think we use this gambit like this to shoot here and trade here, push some damage. How do we do that? No longer have our emergency clear, but
We must protect our stronghold.
you know what? I think we also do that. We got him down to 7. Again, a Galen bat is problematic. Super Soul Teared bat is problematic. Other than that, I think we just try to push our
The
advantage
forest
here.
is my cloak.
Alright. That is the 3rd Leaf Lurker of our opponent.
Arcase Beard, this day will be mine.
And I think
Do not
that
take you.
we're potentially fine. Can't think of a prophecy that would save him here, even if it's another
If I
fighter's
fall,
guild.
the Hist will reclaim me.
They're in my sights.
Alright. That might be the saddest rage, but it was also the victorious rage. So, wanted to showcase against aggro that felt like I was against 2 control decks. That scout, I kind of don't know what I would classify that as, but there you have it. This is this list. Like I said, I think it's got a really good matchup against tokens or other aggressive decks. So if you're running into those, I think it's a pretty safe thing to queue up. But thanks for watching, as always, and until next time, may you walk on warm sands.